So we've never done something like this, so I hope we never have to do it again.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm Bill Weiner, and this is Jen Tran with the Rays. Thank you all so much for coming here today. We're really honored to be here in your presence, and we're glad that that we can help you out. I know it's been a while since this horrible storm hit, and we dodged a bullet, right? Where I live in Clearwater, Tampa, we could have just as easily been just as effective as you guys. So we just don't want you to feel like you're forgotten, and I apologize it's taken us so long to get down here, but we're here now, right? So at least we can do what we can to help you guys now. So I grew up coming to the Keys, a little boy. I'm an old man now. I won't tell you how old I am. 48. So I started coming here when I was like 8 years old, so I've been coming for the past 40 years. Now I bring my family, and we've introduced some friends, her and her husband, to the Keys a couple years ago. So it holds a special place in my heart. So I'm very happy to be here, and I'm going to let you address what happened when we started calling people when we heard about Pastor Steve.
I think, Scott, you could probably attest to what happened when I called you. Like, we started by just sort of hearing about different things. We heard a lot about your church and all the work you were doing.
Incredible work.
We heard about Lisa and all the meals she's been preparing for everybody, which was fabulous. And we talked to Lenore, who told us about the Community Foundation for the Florida Keys. And it all just started to come together, and we were learning about everybody who was really on the ground doing stuff. And I think Pastor Steve told us about AIDS Help, and then I called Scott, and I couldn't even get 2 words out, and I just started bawling, and he had to come in and take over the call, and I was like, what is going on? So this place, the Keys, is so special for us, and I don't want that to sound trite. I mean, obviously it's a tourist destination, and that's how we became acquainted with it, but you guys are our people. I mean, you're our Floridians, our fellow Floridians. I grew up, I was born in St. Petersburg, lived there my entire life. He's pretty much a Florida native. So we just wanted to make sure that you all know that you're not forgotten about, and that we definitely wanted to help where we could. And overseeing the foundation, we had the ability to do that. So, in reaching out to each of you, we learned about another organization, and so that's how we came to this, wonderful group that we feel, and we thank you so much for all the work you've been doing, and we hope that the small amount of money that we're able to provide to each of you today will help, propel your missions and help you serve more residents, and help with our environment, and help with, animal welfare and everything that is important to each and every one of us. So without further ado, what we're going to do is just call your organization up, give you your grant, and then we'd love for you, if you don't mind sticking around. We'll take a picture outside where it's a little brighter with each of the organizations, and then we'll have one big, large group shot as well at the end if everybody can stick around for that. But we don't want to keep you any longer than absolutely possible. So,
well, some of you, like the homeless, we have some stuff we're going to drop off after.
Yes, we do.
Shelter.
We have some physical donations for
A lot
Southernmost.
of toilet paper and hand sanitizer.
Shampoo and stuff like that.
We brought some backpacks for Beth's children.
At the Wesley House.
For Beth's children, Wesley House, and don't we have something else? We brought some pet food that we're going to drop off.
We might actually leave that with you guys, if you might be able to
We were trying to
use it.
remember, someone asked for pet food, and then we asked everyone, they're like, we don't want pet food, which I get. So maybe, I don't know, Pastor Steve.
Whoever wants that donation
Members.
will gladly give it to you. Whoever can get it distributed the best. So I think we should start with Vineyard.
Pastor Steve and Alice. We asked Pastor Steve what we could do to help him because he's helping so many others, and he said nothing, just come and use my church.
So
we
please.
said, guess what, Pastor Steve? We're going to give you a grant too, whether you like it or not. And really, just the amounts don't really matter to me but we're giving Pastor Steve a bunch of Publix gift cards to give to his folks in need, and also
Pet Supermarket.
Pet Supermarket and Home Depot.
And Home Depot.
So we're giving you a bunch of cards to help.
And a grant, even though he was so proud.
Yeah.
He said that the church didn't need anything, but we absolutely still wanted to give him a grant to continue what you guys do here, and hopefully it'll help facilitate more help to everybody. So
I'm chewing gum so I don't cry. I'm not being rude.
I still cry with them. Yeah. Yeah, so we know you'll put all those things to good use. and
Absolutely.
We thank
It's all
you
right.
for all of your work.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you for everything you're doing.
We appreciate you hosting
And you're
us.
still doing for the
No,
community.
thank you.
Yep.
Can we bring up the folks from AIDS Help? So we have a grant check for you, and we also have some Publix gift cards to give out. I think you said that would be helpful.
And Pet Supermarket.
And Pet Supermarket.
Yep. You're very welcome. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Thank you for all you guys are doing.
Thank you. Oh, you're giving me a hug?
And he's gonna cry.
She's a
No,
hug.
I'm not gonna cry.
So, Community Foundation Florida Keys. Yes. Thank you.
We're going to get this out, right back out just as fast as we can. Lenore is on my advisory committee for giving grants to the Lower Keys, and she knows we're meeting soon. And we'll go right
Awesome.
back out.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Sherry, domestic abuse shelter. We actually found you guys through, we do a lot of work with the domestic abuse shelter CASA. And we built them a playground a couple years ago, and we donated them a ton of money this year,
For their
right?
capital
They're
campaign.
one of our
Yep.
community partners, and when we called them, we actually called a lot of our community partners and said, hey, do you have any sister or brother organizations down in the Keys that you can help with? And you're the ones they mentioned, so I was so happy to call you.
Because, well, they were really instrumental during the storm because they were one of the centers that some of our folks went to when we evacuated here. And so that's what we do too.
They're a fantastic
And I like how you're wearing
organization.
purple too.
That's
And
absolutely.
when I spoke with Teddy, one of the workers there, who was telling me your office was on a sailboat for a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
pretty
my finance
incredible.
office was on a sailboat. My
Yeah.
office was in my dining room. I mean, our shelter
I heard it
and
was bad.
admin office is likely to be further along. So,
Should help you
we're figuring it out.
get back
We'll
on your
be
feet.
back.
Good. Thank you.
We're like the rest of the
Very
community.
Very welcome.
Thank you.
Not that one.
We gotta
They're
talk
not
to
here.
Lisa about that later.
Yeah.
Florida Audubon Society?
Yay,
Hello.
Audubon.
So we definitely don't want to forget about the environment and all that it inhabits, so that's why we wanted to present you with a grant as well today for all the work you all are doing.
Oh, we appreciate it.
'Cause without all the moving pieces, it doesn't work, right?
Right,
So-
right.
But thank you so much for all
Yeah,
that.
thank you for coming.
Continue to be a voice.
Thank you so much. The Florida Keys Children's Shelter.
Yes.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much
very
for all
much.
that you're doing.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Florida Keys Community College?
Yay.
And we learned about, well, obviously you already knew about it.
Yeah. No, you go.
But from SOC.
Yep, St. Pete College. One of your. Yep,
The foundation director at St. Pete College called me to let me know what was going on and we provided information. And then
Yeah, thank you.
turns out that
Dr. Frank Wood.
you and I had as much, or you and the college had a greater connection because of your daughter, I believe.
She was gonna go there, yeah. I was telling some other folks, and she chickened out and wanted to stay home,
All right.
which I was happy about.
We're about to have a bachelor's degree in that area, so she's still got time.
All right,
Yes.
maybe in a year. Maybe in a
So
year.
welcome her, and I have to say this, all of us who are here represent a very special group, not me of course, but for each of these organizations, if we sent the people that we're serving to places like the Red Cross, yes, they'll get service. If we send them to the county, to the city, they'll get service. But we have the ability to go right to the individual.
Yeah,
And that's why you have to be a
Why we do that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for all that you're doing.
Thank you.
Very well said.
Ah, geez.
Okay,
Yeah.
hopefully that will help.
Yes, thank you.
So Moat Marine, please. Sort of the same spiel deal as the Audubon Society, but
Yeah, the
to
environment.
help you, I mean, we saw pictures of the devastation at your facility, and not only is the Keys near and dear to us, so is marine life and all that is scuba diving, and so we just want to make sure that we try to help you guys get a little bit back on your feet. It won't rebuild the whole facility, but hopefully
It'll
it'll
help. It's definitely a
It'll
head
be
start. Thanks, Eric.
Lisa! Our hometown hero.
Lisa was one of the first, maybe the second people that I spoke with down here, and to hear the story and the efforts that she's been putting in for the community and feeding hundreds of people and all that you're doing, you are a rock star. So, I'm so glad to meet you. And you actually, I mean, I did cry. Remember, I was like, I gotta go. When you're talking about that, I don't cry, man. I never cry.
I wasn't there when he talked to her,
No,
but
and
I talked
told
to him
her,
afterwards.
I
He's
said,
like,
I'm talking to
"Oh
this
my
lady
God."
Lisa. She made me cry. We gotta. So, you're a rock star. So thank you so much. And I know you just recently set up a little 501c3.
Good.
So this is going to get you off the ground and get you going. We also have
We
a
have a
bunch of
grant
Publix gift cards
and
for
Publix
you.
gift cards.
I know they might be like 24 hours too late because you just fed a couple hundred people.
I'm
this
pretty sure
weekend,
you're going to keep going.
But you're going to be able to keep going. That's going to really get you going.
Thank you.
And her husband's here too, don't forget. Who I'm sure is doing
Gina.
just as much.
Southernmost homes? Sorry, we went out of alphabetical order.
The reefer leaf people are going. Yeah.
So, thank you so much for all that you've been doing. We really appreciate it. We have a grant for you, obviously, as well. But, we do a lot of work at, obviously back in the Tampa Bay area surrounding homeless, hunger relief. And so Feeding Tampa Bay is one of our really big partners. I'm sure you all are recipients of Feeding South Florida, so thank you for all the work you're doing. You guys are doing the real
Happy to help.
work.
We're happy to help. Please. That's all right. Thank you. All right.
Thank you. Briefly,
Not
sorry.
to feel slighted, reefer leaf. Same thing.
Yes.
The environment.
Our very precious environment. Thank you so much for all the work you're doing. Appreciate you.
Thank you guys for coming today.
He didn't want to have me, so he didn't. The handshake. Just kidding. And then last but certainly not least, Wesley House.
It started off with Beth, that she told me that all they could, well, they need a lot, right? But needed some help with the Christmas coming up, and we're going to sponsor some gifts and stuff. And then we said, you know what, let's give them a grant, and we're going to be sending you a bunch of gifts. We're having a season ticket holder Christmas party in like 2 weeks or something. So they're going to bring in a bunch of gifts, and I'm going to ship them down here for the kids. So I'm going to do that for appreciation of the grant. So you're very
And
welcome.
then we'll be dropping by there. You're going to come by and see.
Yeah. We're gonna come by. So that, and everyone's wondering, that's over $91,000 in checks we just handed out.
And in total, with all the gift cards and everything, it's $100,000.
$100,000 for you folks.
Yeah. Just right here.
On the ground and doing what you're doing. So thank you. Please keep doing what you're doing. Hopefully that helps you to continue it. And hopefully this time, hopefully sooner, but this time next year the Keys are back, right?
Amen.
All the Keys, not just Key
Yeah.
West.
Right.
Because everyone focuses on Key West, and that's why we didn't want you all to feel forgotten up here. So we just thank you all for taking the time out of your day, and we're honored to be here amongst you guys with all that you've dealt with.
Thank you for taking care. So just a couple little housekeeping things. If we can take your pictures outside individually and then as a big